We often ask ourselves, why did this happen to me? And when life is going well, we sometimes forget how quickly things can change. In our success and comfort, we begin to believe we are in control, forgetting that life has its own plan. The truth is, we rarely understand what is truly good or bad in the moment. If you're struggling right now or feeling comfortable and not thinking ahead, this story is for you. It won't just make you think, it may change how you see your life. The story opens with a quiet but powerful reflection on human nature and the way we respond to life's unfolding events. When hardship enters our lives, our first reaction is often to ask, why did this have to happen to me? We search for reasons, sometimes blaming fate, people, or even God. Yet when life begins to favor us, when comfort, success, or recognition arrives, we rarely ask the same questions. Instead, we become proud, confident that we are in control, and we forget how fragile those moments truly are. In both suffering and success, we tend to judge too quickly. The opening gently reminds us that life does not reveal its meaning all at once. What feels like a blessing today may quietly become a burden tomorrow, and what seems like a painful loss may later protect us in ways we could never imagine. By speaking directly to the listener, the narrator makes the story personal without being specific. Some listeners may be struggling, confused, or broken. Others may be comfortable, successful, and unaware of what lies ahead. In this way, the story becomes universal, inviting everyone to see themselves within it. It promises not just a story to hear, but a perspective to consider. At its core, this opening introduces two essential virtues, patience and humility. Rather than reacting emotionally to every event, the listener is encouraged to pause, to trust time, and to keep faith even when understanding is incomplete. From the very beginning, the story establishes its central truth. Human judgment is limited. Pride clouds wisdom, and only time can reveal what is truly good or bad. With this understanding of patience and humility in mind, the story gently shifts from reflection to real life and introduces a man who lives by these values without ever naming them. At the foot of a green hill, beside a quiet village, lives a humble man named Mr. Adam. His life is simple and far from easy. He owns very little and struggles constantly with money. For him, having enough food twice a day is not an expectation, but a blessing. Yet, despite his poverty, Mr. Adam carries something rare within him: contentment. He does not complain about his circumstances, compare himself to others, or blame life for what he lacks. Instead, he accepts each day with calm gratitude. His small piece of land is his world, and he works it tirelessly alongside his only son, Daniel. Helping them is a strong, intelligent white horse named Max, whose loyalty and strength make him more than just an animal. To Mr. Adam and Daniel, Max is family. Through this quiet routine, the story shows that happiness is not tied to wealth, but to perspective. While society often measures success by money and possessions, Mr. Adam measures life by peace and sufficiency. His calm presence stands in contrast to a world that is always chasing more. Daniel's role reflects learning through example, as he absorbs his father's way of seeing life. Max represents a blessing that supports survival, but also symbolizes how simple gifts can carry deep value. This moment in the story builds emotional connection and sets the moral compass. It reminds us that true peace does not come from having everything, but from appreciating what we already have, even when life is hard. Just as life seems steady in its simplicity, the story takes a sudden and unexpected turn, revealing how quickly peace can be tested. News of Max's strength and beauty eventually reaches the ears of a wealthy businessman from the city named Mr. Smith. Curious and impressed, he travels to the village with his son to see the horse for himself. The moment he lays eyes on Max, he is amazed by the animal's intelligence and power. Without hesitation, he offers Mr. Adam a large sum of money, an amount that could change the life of a poor farmer forever. For most people in the village, this offer represents escape from hardship. Yet Mr. Adam, calm as always, gently refuses. His decision shocks everyone. Whispers spread quickly, and villagers begin to judge him as foolish, even irresponsible. In their eyes, wisdom is measured by money, and opportunity should never be refused. But only days later, something worse seems to happen. Max disappears without a trace. Mr. Adam and Daniel search from morning until night, calling out and hoping for a sign, but the horse is gone. The villagers' judgment turns cruel. Some mock Mr. Adam, while others suggest he was never worthy of such a valuable gift. Daniel, heartbroken and confused, cannot understand how his father remains so calm in the face of such loss. When he finally asks why, Mr. Adam replies softly that every event carries both good and bad, and that it is far too early to decide which this is. This moment introduces one of the story's central lessons. People judge too quickly, labeling moments as success or failure without knowing what lies ahead. Mr. Adam's quiet patience stands in sharp contrast to the fear and emotion surrounding him, reminding us that true wisdom often looks like calm in the face of uncertainty. Just when the villagers are convinced that Mr. Adam's loss has proven his foolishness, the story quietly turns in an unexpected direction. One morning, as Mr. Adam and Daniel work in the fields, they witness an astonishing sight. Max returns from the forest, but he does not come alone. Following him are 5 strong wild horses, moving as if guided by trust. News spreads quickly through the village, and the same voices that once mocked Mr. Adam now speak in amazement. People rush to his home, calling him fortunate and blessed, praising his luck as if fate itself had chosen him. Yet in this moment of apparent triumph, Mr. Adam remains unchanged. He does not boast, celebrate, or claim credit for what has happened. Instead, he accepts the return of Max and the wild horses with the same calm presence he showed during loss. He neither calls it good nor bad. This moment becomes a quiet test, not of suffering, but of success. Daniel notices something important in his father's reaction. Mr. Adam's wisdom is not emotional distance, but balance. He understands that pride can blind the mind just as easily as despair can break it, while others swing wildly between judgment and admiration. Mr. Adam stands steady. The story reveals that true wisdom is not proven only in hardship, but also in moments of gain. Responding to success with humility is just as difficult as facing loss with patience. This part of the journey reminds the listener that blessings, if misunderstood, can become hidden traps. It gently prepares us for the next challenge, showing that life continues to test us not only when things fall apart, but also when they seem to fall perfectly into place. Yet life does not pause to admire good fortune, and soon the story moves into another moment of trial. As Daniel begins training the wild horses with care and determination, tragedy strikes once again. One day, a sudden movement throws him violently to the ground, and his leg is badly broken. Pain fills the air, and fear settles into the hearts of those who witness it. The village reacts as it always does. Whispers spread quickly, and judgment follows without hesitation. People blame the horses, claiming they have brought suffering into Mr. Adam's home. Some even suggest that the earlier blessing was never meant to last. Daniel, overwhelmed by pain and confusion, feels certain that this time something truly bad has happened. His body hurts, his future feels uncertain, and his faith begins to shake. When he turns to his father for answers, Mr. Adam responds with the same quiet wisdom he has shown before. He reminds his son that good and bad cannot be judged in a single moment. These words, repeated once more, strengthen the heart of the story. They show that suffering, like success, is temporary and incomplete in meaning. Yet Daniel struggles to accept this truth. because pain has a way of clouding understanding. This part of the story reveals how emotions distort judgment, pushing us to define events by immediate suffering rather than unseen outcomes. Mr. Adam's calm presence beside his injured son shows that wisdom does not mean avoiding pain. It means remaining patient within it. Here, the story reaches deeper emotional ground, reminding us that faith and balance are hardest to hold when loss feels personal and real. Time moves forward, and with it comes the moment that finally reveals what no one could see before. News spreads quickly through the land that war has broken out. The government begins taking young men from every village, calling them to fight. Fear fills the air as families watch their sons leave, uncertain if they will ever return. Many do not. Yet in the midst of this tragedy, one truth quietly emerges. Daniel is spared. Because of his broken leg, he is not taken to war. While grief surrounds the village, Mr. Adams' home remains untouched by loss. The same villagers who once mocked him now arrive in tears, realizing that what they called misfortune has saved a life. In this moment, the story's deeper meaning finally comes into focus. Events cannot be understood on their own. Loss and gain are woven together across time. Sitting beside his son, Mr. Adam gently explains what Daniel is now ready to hear. Losing Max once felt painful, yet it brought more horses. Breaking a leg felt cruel, yet it prevented death. Each moment carried hidden protection. This realization transforms Daniel's understanding. What once felt unfair now appears purposeful. This turning point reveals the limits of human judgment and the danger of labeling events too quickly. It teaches that time, not emotion, reveals truth. More than anything, it shows the power of trusting a wisdom greater than our own. In this moment, Daniel's growth is complete, not just as a son, but as a human being who now understands that life's meaning unfolds slowly, often disguised as loss. With this understanding finally settling into Daniel's heart, the story gently moves toward its final lesson, one meant not only for him, but for all of us. Sitting quietly beside his son, Mr. Adam speaks with the same calm certainty he has shown throughout their journey. He explains that life is never as simple as it appears in a single moment. What we call good today may test us tomorrow, and what we call bad may one day protect us. That is why, he says, we must not become too excited when fortune smiles, nor too broken when hardship arrives. Everything passes, time continues to move, and meaning reveals itself slowly. Daniel now understands that his father's wisdom was never about denying pain or ignoring joy. It was about balance, about trusting that there is a greater plan unfolding beyond human sight. This realization changes how Daniel sees the world. He no longer fears uncertainty as he once did. Instead, he learns to meet life with patience, gratitude, and faith. The story closes by turning back to the listener, reminding us that many moments in our own lives may not make sense right now. Some feel unfair, others feel like blessings we deserve. But judging too quickly blinds us to the truth that only time can reveal. The final message is simple yet profound. Do not fall apart during hard times, and do not lose yourself in pride during good ones. Hold balance in your heart, trust the process, and remember that whether something feels good or bad today, it is only a chapter, not the whole story. This is the end of the video. Thank you very much for listening. See you again in the next video. Please like and comment to subscribe to the channel, to support the channel, to produce better videos.